years with the Dallas Wings, I got to tell you, folks, I don't know how much money she got, but there are players out there that have gotten a ridiculously insane amount of money. Max deals that are total head scratchers. I seriously. But here we are, first year of real money being tossed around, and this is what happened. Breaking: Alexa Philippou broke this. Sophie Cunningham has agreed to a one-year deal.
Sophie Cunningham is returning to the Indiana Fever on a one-year deal, per ESPN. The news was broken by Alexa Philippou and confirms that Cunningham joins Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull in coming back to Indiana for the upcoming season. On the new additions front, the Fever have brought in Monique Billings and Ty Harris so far this free agency period.
Sophie Cunningham has agreed to a one-year deal to return to the Indiana Fever, sources told ESPN. Cunningham joins guards Kelsey Mitchell and Lexi Hull in coming back to the Fever. Indiana has added newcomers Monique Billings and Ty Harris so far this free agency. I don't love the Ty Harris signing, but Monique Billings, yeah, solid signing. It is. I hope this materializes beyond her game skills. It looks like she brings chemistry to the team. Welcome back, Shuda.
The Harris signing has drawn mixed reactions, but Billings has been received well viewed as a solid pickup, both for what she contributes on the court and for the chemistry she appears to bring to the locker room. Billings herself posted about the move, calling it an exciting new chapter and signaling she's ready to get to work. The Cunningham signing carries real value when the numbers are actually looked at.
Game skills, it looks like she brings chemistry to the team. Welcome back, Shuda. Welcome back. Great news. Trey Letches is back together again. Yeah. Well, I did this last year when I was banging the drum for Sophie to be in the three-point contest and not Lexi. I went back and looked at the stats, and there was about a 25-game period where Sophie was the best three-point shooter on the Indiana Fever. She was the one knocking down shots and had a higher shooting percentage from three-point range.
Over a stretch of roughly 25 games last season, she was the most accurate three-point shooter on the entire roster, putting up a higher percentage from deep than anyone else on the team during that run. Beyond the shooting, she pulls down timely rebounds and plays with a physical edge that raises the competitive standard around her. She and Lexi Hull together give Indiana two genuinely useful pieces on the wing.
Range. So, never mind the enforcer, never mind the toughness, all this other thing. She can knock down a shot. She can grab a big rebound, a timely rebound. She's a really good piece. Her and Lexi Hull are really valuable pieces. I'm still worried about this team. I'm not going to lie to you. Not shocking to see Indiana dealing out one-year deals. Remember, Caitlin Clark can get a big salary bump next year under this new epic.
That said, the one-year structure of the deal does raise eyebrows. The Fever have been handing out short-term contracts consistently, and the reasoning behind that becomes clearer when the salary picture is considered. Caitlin Clark is eligible for a significant pay increase next year under a new CBA provision, which means the roster will likely need to be restructured to fit everyone under the cap.
Provision. Fever would have to do some retooling to fit everyone under the cap. Yeah, gosh. That's what makes it so hard to see the Liberty do what they're doing. I mean, Jesus. The Aces, they just signed Gabby Williams. They're going to be a tough out. Chloe Peterson, I can confirm Sophie Cunningham. Woohoo, hooray, yes. One-year deal, that's not a good sign.
One-year deals by flexibility, even if they don't exactly radiate long-term confidence. Meanwhile, the broader league landscape is making things uncomfortable. The New York Liberty have been assembling what looks like a loaded championship-caliber roster, and questions are swirling about how exactly they're managing their cap to pull it off.
Yes. One-year deal, that's not a good sign, honestly. Yeah, I 1 year is interesting. Any word on Howard? Howard who? Natasha Howard? God, I hope not. God, I hope not. And I am concerned about it. Look, we don't need the slowness of Natasha Howard back on this team. We need youth. We need movement. We got to go, go, go. Monique Billings And guys, I'm thrilled to have Sophie back.
The Las Vegas Aces added Gabby Williams, making them a dangerous team as well. The sense that other franchises are accelerating while Indiana moves more cautiously is hard to shake. The Alana Smith situation still stings.
Thrilled to have Sophie back. You guys know that. Monique Billings, next stop, Indiana. Let's effing go. Welcome to the Fever Show. Welcome. Let's go. Welcome, Monique. By the way, she made a comment too this morning. I'm so excited for this new chapter with the Indiana Fever. Time to get to work. So, look, it's solid right now. I guess it's solid.
She landed a 3-year deal with the Dallas Wings, and Indiana came away empty on that front. Whether a real offer was ever extended remains unclear. Depth continues to be the central worry surrounding this Fever squad.
Solid. It seems like other teams are running past the Fever right now. I don't love that. It's not the starting five. It's the depth of the team that was always going to be a concern, and depth is still an issue, folks. It is still an issue. Some rumors about Timmy Fabinlay out there. Love to see her back. She's got length. We need length.
The starting unit has pieces, but the roster behind it is thin, and that has been a persistent concern. There is speculation circulating about Temi Fagbenlay potentially returning, which would address the length issue the team clearly needs. Getting past a team like the Liberty in a playoff setting is going to require more than what's currently on the books, and the front office still has decisions ahead that will define how seriously this group can compete.
Smith, just her presence on the court alone would have just been better. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but let's read this article that was just released by the Indiana Fever moments ago. She's back. We have re-signed Sophie Cunningham. Yes, bro. I'm so happy about this. Fever, bring back Sophie Cunningham. So let's dive into this, read some of the in and outs of how they got this deal done.
Sophie Cunningham is officially back with the Indiana Fever, signing a 1-year deal ahead of the 2026 WNBA season. The news had been building all week, with subtle hints circulating, and the official confirmation landed exactly the way most expected. This was not a surprise, it was an inevitability.
So let's dive into this, read some of the in and outs of how they got this deal done. It says the Indiana Fever, come on, pop up. Hold on, guys. Instead, the Indiana Fever and free agent guard Sophie Cunningham have agreed to a new contract ahead of the 2026 WNBA season. After being acquired via a trade of the 2025 season, Sophie Cunningham returns to the Indiana Fever for a second year with the Fever. We are thrilled to have back Sophie with the Fever and grateful for her commitment to return.
In the same window, Alana Smith made her decision, choosing a max 3-year contract with the Dallas Wings to team up with Paige Bueckers. That door is closed for Indiana, but the argument can be made that Cunningham's presence on the floor carries more value anyway. Her impact on both ends of the court, combined with what she brings to team chemistry, makes her a harder player to replace than a straight talent comparison might suggest.
We are thrilled to have back Sophie with the Fever and grateful for her commitment to return and build on what we started a year ago. Not only is Sophie one of the best three-pointer shooters in the league, but she is an exceptional teammate both on and off the court. But I tell y'all, on and off the court, General Manager Amber Cox said she plays with infectious energy that impacts not only our team, but our fan base. The fan base, bro.
The Fever organization made their enthusiasm clear in the official statement. General Manager Amber Cox described Cunningham as one of the best three-point shooters in the league and pointed to the energy she brings as something that reaches beyond the locker room and into the fan base itself. The reaction across social media backed that up. The response to this signing was overwhelmingly positive, with supporters expressing relief and excitement in equal measure.
But our fan base, the fan base, bro. If they would have got rid of Sophie, people would have been mad. Hella mad. It would have been bad. They probably would have had to release a statement why they didn't re-sign Sophie. Like, if there ever was a thing. I mean, Sophie was just that impactful when she came here the first game out. Like, she was going to bat first game out. I think they no, was it the second game? Whichever game they played JC Sheldon them in. That was like the first.
Had this deal fallen through, the organization would likely have faced serious questions from a very vocal fan base. Cunningham herself addressed the signing directly, noting that last season meant a great deal to her and that finishing what the group started together was a priority. The 2025 season was derailed heavily by injuries across the roster, which makes the desire to come back with the same core and run it again completely understandable.
No, was it the second game? Whichever game they played JC Sheldon them in. That was like the first or second game where she was, damn me, body slamming people on the ground, bro. Like, we need that type of energy back on the team, bro. So this is just a beautiful thing. Then it goes on to say we had a really special group last year, and it was incredible first season for me and Indy. Oh, this Sophie talking. I loved everything about my teammates, the Fever organization. We fought through a ton of adversity, and it was important to me.
That unfinished business is a real motivator. The one-year structure is not an accident.
The Fever organization, we fought through a ton of adversity, and it was important to me that we have a chance to see through what we started. Now, we do know last season it was riddled with injuries, bro. Just riddled with injuries. Even, damn me, Sophie Cunningham got hurt. Everybody got hurt. And it's only right that we run that back, bro. We got to run that back. Now, let's finish reading some of the comments, man. Let's go. Look last year. This was last year when Sophie joined.
With Caitlin Clark eligible for a significant salary increase under the new CBA Supermax provision next offseason and a Jay Wilson in the same position, roster construction across the league is being shaped around that incoming wave of big contracts. Teams are keeping flexibility now to absorb those numbers later.
Go. Look last year. This was last year when Sophie joined. Gotta love Sophie. Only 1 year. You are clowns. Give Sophie the year she wanted. Congratulations to Sophie. She deserves better. Wow. What is this right here, dumbass? Maybe she only wanted a 1 year. Right. Nope. She wanted stability. She was not happy. If you watch, IG post, though, it didn't mention Fever by name. What? And what if Soph asked for a 1 year?
Kelsey Plum demonstrated exactly this thinking, signing a discounted one-year deal with the Los Angeles Sparks at well below her max value of $1.4 million, specifically to give the franchise room to build around her. Indiana's roster appeal at this point in the league's evolution is genuinely hard to overstate.
So it didn't mention Fever by name. What? And what if Soph asked for a 1 year deal? You did think through the what? Don't get greedy. I'm happy. I'm happy that they got her back, bro. My basketball life is complete. People are so happy about this. Look, Getty Images. Look at this. Everybody excited, man. I'm excited because the squad is pretty much back together, man. I know everybody wanted to see Sophie.
The combination of Caitlin Clark's star power and a front office that has shown it can compete at the highest level makes the Fever one of the most attractive destinations in the league for free agents. Players are actively choosing Indiana, and that gravitational pull is only growing heading into a season where the team is determined to push further than it did a year ago.